Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats, dreams can come true. It's Joey Essex. Nish of the day, it's Nish Kumar. And their team captain, Aisling V. And facing them tonight, news just in, it's Cathy Newman. Buddying around, it's Roisin Conaty. And their team captain, Rob Beckett. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 51% of people say they'll take their next holiday alone? My girlfriend will. She doesn't know yet, but she will. 1 in 6 British grandparents plan to spend all their savings before they die. So, kill them now. And 90% of people are happy in their own company. Wankers. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Aisling, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
What do I think people have been talking about this week? At a guess, I think it might well be that Donald Trump became the 45th. Was it the 45th? Or
the 45th. 45th president.
The final.
The final president.
Definitely, that franchise is done.
The United States of America. I mean, in a way, it's positives, because I'm sure there are 8-year-old American boys who are like, finally, I get to see a white man become president in my lifetime.
Nish, what do you make of Donald Trump being
Well,
elected
listen,
president?
Jimmy, I had a feeling you might ask us about this. Now, this is a very emotive subject. People are getting very het up. So I thought I would prepare a statement just so that I could express myself in as clear-headed a way as possible about the US election results.
Excellent. That was good. Should we take a look at Trump's acceptance speech? Keep an eye on his son, Baron Trump, on his left.
To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people. I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans, and this is so important to me. It's my honor. It was an amazing evening. It's been an amazing 2-year period, and I love this country. Thank you very much.
I've got a similar mouth to Trump. I noticed it the other day. I'm not proud of it. Don't you dare go close up, but I've got a bit... similar mouth.
Yeah, you do.
to Trump.
Do not say it's going to be a beautiful wall.
It's going to be a beautiful wall.
Could be a little Baron Trump next to you.
Cathy, tell us, what do you think of Trump as president? Because everyone was worried the markets were going to crash and there was going to be turmoil. How come that didn't happen?
Well, he gave that speech, which was slightly more dignified than people were expecting, and so the markets, having been plummeting, sort of steadied a bit. I thought they were quite easily reassured, actually, because, I mean, when we first started reporting on Trump, it was really good for viewing figures because he was entertaining. It was all felt like a bit of a joke. And then, of course, it became a little bit more serious.
I feel sorry for Theresa May. She's got to have a special relationship with him. I'm excited that Boris Johnson's the Foreign Secretary, because he's going to have to go and have a meeting with Trump. Just sort of walk in and go, Dad?
It was a bit of a, like, I think what surprised so many people, I'm sure maybe the same for you, Roisin and Cathy, about how many women voted for him. It was a right slap in the fanny. That it just... I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, a real grab to the pussy.
It was really... I felt it held on to.
You've got to try and look at positives, haven't you, in times like this, where everyone's a bit worried and stressed.
Go on, what's the positive thing?
Yeah.
Well, ladder sales have gone through the roof in Mexico.
Some people were delighted that Trump won, obviously. Take a look.
Well, see, Great Britain, America, see how we're hooking up now? We're going rogue and saying, you know, the people are going to take back control of of our governance, really. We're going to be able to say, no, we don't want this globalism. And we can't be telling other countries, other nations, how to sweep their porches if we can't sweep our own yet. So we got to take care of what's going on here within our borders, just like you all have done.
A reminder there that it could be worse.
Towards the end there, I don't even know if she was speaking English. He just literally went, well, you don't be there, and it just sounded like, that sounded like evil just leaking. Just like, oh, immigrants, bye.
But you know when she said going rogue, we're going rogue? I mean, if I said we're going rogue, that would be like a nice sort of drive in the countryside. When Sarah Palin says it, it makes you wonder, what does that mean?
It's like machete and bear attacks.
Yeah, if I say I'm going rogue, it's a 4-hour rectal probe at Heathrow. That is entirely the luxury of white people to walk around being like, oh, guys, I'm going rogue.
What was that noise there?
That was Homeland Security. They come to take a hit out on me, Jimmy.
Where did it go wrong for Hillary?
Hillary wasn't the ideal person that we get excited about. She wasn't a woman who got people really excited.
She weren't fit enough.
Well, Joey... Joey.
She's a grandmother.
Yeah, she's 69 years of age. She's kept herself well.
From her pictures, she looked all right. I see her when in America, and I see her like live on TV, and she didn't look all right.
But she's
What about Donald? Fitness. I mean, does Donald do it for you?
Donald?
Is he fit?
Oh, he don't do nothing for me. I mean, I don't even know him, you know what I mean?
Joey, do you only vote for people you know?
I didn't vote. I couldn't vote.
No, because you've got to draw an X to be able to write. OK, one of the things that surprised everyone was when Trump won, his acceptance speech was quite gracious, and Hillary Clinton was incredibly gracious in defeat. Take a look.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country. We must accept this result and then look to the future. Donald Trump is going to be our president. We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead. With respect for our differences, strength in our convictions, and love for this nation, our best days are still ahead of us.
She didn't do that as soon as she knew she'd lost. She did it, like, what, 15 hours later. And I really, really wanted her to come out, like, in a nightgown, like in a dressing gown, with a glass of white wine, going, well, fuck this shit, I'm out! That would have been...
But, Cathy, you've met Clinton.
Bill.
You met Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
How was Bill?
Well, I was at a dinner. I kind of gate crashed a dinner. It was 100th anniversary of Labour dinner, and there were lots of business people there, and I thought someone might be good to interview. So I was on a table with all these business people, and we each had a box of peppermints. And one of the guys said, I dare you to go and get Bill Clinton to sign your peppermint box. So I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, fine.
That's a bit of a risk of Bill, isn't it?
Yeah. Well...
The Sony peppermint box.
So I went over, there he was surrounded by men, and obviously seeing me at the back, he reached over, winked at me, pulled me towards him, and signed my peppermints. Oh. Now, I half expected him to say, will you suck it and see?
Channel 4 News, everyone, Channel 4 News.
I'm going to watch more news if that's the kind of stuff you say.
Well, let's have a look and see whether the presidential election is up there. Yes, Donald Trump is the new president. I must say, as apprentice tasks go, Trump's really nailed this one. Hillary's currently sitting in a cafe, crying into a cup of tea, trying to work out who she's going to bring back into the boardroom. Rob, what else do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, it's back.
Thank you.
I was going to say sort of, but...
I don't know, when's the crossover? When's it happen? Yeah, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Jungle show's back now, isn't it?
No, you used to work out there. You used to do the... What was the show on after?
Yeah, so I used to do the spin-off show, and we talk about I was in Jungle. But I did that for 3 years. I miss it. So I really miss it. Sometimes I just go to Rainforest Cafe for a sit-down.
Rob, did you remember I was there?
Yeah, I was there when you were there.
Respect, what are you saying?
Yeah, what I liked about when you was there, Joey's got... I mean, I'm not going to have a go at your teeth, because I can't really, you know... But when you was on it, when you used to brush your teeth, and I don't know if you still do this, this made me laugh so much. He doesn't move the toothbrush, you just shake your head.
It's so rude. Mate, I still do it.
So how do you brush your teeth? Can you
Every single day, like that.
Yeah, but Joey, when you brush your hair, do you just keep the comb still and just move your head?
I'm almost afraid to ask this, but how do you wipe your arse?
Completely normal. Yeah, that is
Joey, what was it like in the jungle?
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like you're just trapped in a jungle, really, with no food, starving, hungry.
Who else was in there with you?
Kian, who won it.
Yeah.
Where did you come? Did you play?
I come fourth.
That's good. That's
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's not about winning.
All right, Hillary Clinton.
What's really exciting, though, well, for Roisin, Rob, myself and Nish, is that this year, our friend Joel Dommett, who's a stand-up, has gone into it. And look, did you know? I didn't know. None of us knew. It was, and he's not even my friend who's the most competent at eating assholes.
Hello!
Rob, you're the expert in this. You've been out there a good few times. Who's going to win?
Well, normally it's someone who's got a big following. So in the past, like Carl Fogarty, Cian Egan have won, and that's because they've got sort of like people that bought tickets to go and see them race or sing and stuff like that. But I don't know who's got a big... Scarlett Moffat's probably the most popular at the moment. But, you know, we mentioned Joel. Joel might do quite well because he's good-looking and young, which also helps with the votes. I mean, this is the most informed I've ever been on anything.
Suddenly, we've gone, never mind the US election, finally something I know about.
You know, crocodile vaginas on the menu this time.
Crocodile vagina.
They've got crocodile vagina in again.
Apparently.
Is Katie Hopkins going back in?
That is an insult to crocodiles.
Well, what's weird is they always do something... It's always something random, like a camel's toe or a crocodile vagina or something off a kangaroo. I feel like there must be like sort of like some support centre for all these animals.
Yeah, what happens to them
This is
after?
the crocodile's like, ate my vagina. I lost my toe. And that kangaroo crying in the corner going, Christopher Biggins ate my arsehole.
Not the first person to say that, I shouldn't wonder. Would you ever go on that sort of thing?
No. Would you do it?
Oh, I mean, on the way down, yeah. It's like wearing a hair shirt. When I do something truly horrific, I'll have to go on that as a penance.
What's a hair shirt?
People used to wear shirts with sort of hair on the inside that were really awkward and horrible to wear as a penance to God in the Middle Ages.
Religion's hard work, isn't it? There's always something happening. It's either a pancake or hair on your shirt. That's my nutting.
Exactly, you don't know what's going on response. You responded like how I do to any taxi driver who says anything weird. I go, story of my life, mate.
Roisin, are you a fan of the show?
I saw the one where, what's her name, Gillian, is it Gillian McKeith? Is that how you say her name?
Gillian McKeith.
Yeah, Gillian, you say whatever. And she fainted because she didn't want to do a challenge. I've once done that. In an old job, I was really hungover and I went into a biscuit cupboard in the morning and I went to go for a sleep. And my boss came in and found me and I went, oh, I must have fainted. And she went, halfway through a Kit Kat.
Let's take a look and see if I'm Celebrity's up there. Yes! I'm a celebrity. The bush tuck of food on this series will include kangaroo anus, crocodile penis and camel toe, because Carol Vorderman wears her shorts too tight.
Jimmy Carr.
Oh.
What?
Put your bloody hair shirt on.
We're still trying to guess the nation's most popular talking points. OK, fingers on buzzers. Aisling.
Well, it's actually been the big story that everyone's been talking about. Never mind the election, Jimmy. They've only changed the shape of Toblerones.
What? This is genuinely upset an awful lot of people.
Upset, so, I mean, I couldn't believe the reaction over it. Though I'm partial to a Toblerone because when I go on holidays, I don't really tan. And so when I come back, I've no way of showing people that I've been away. So what I do is I took a little Toblerone under my arm and then people are like, oh, have you been away?
Here's the new and the old Toblerone. Take a look. I'll pass that over.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There you go, have a look. So that's the new one, that's the old one. So they've basically taken out one of the triangles.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like the
thumb.
stinger on Police Camera Action.
This was always my favourite thing. This was always my, like, oh, what?
Are you getting the whole...
And was really popular at secondary school.
That's it.
What are you saying?
I love it, yeah.
Is this what he looks like when you look at my face? The thing is, they keep shrinking the chocolate, don't they? And now you get those, like, fun-sized chocolate bars. I don't get why that's a fun size. It's not like...
That's just about anti-obesity.
It's just smaller, isn't it? It's not going to... Oh, have a look at my fun-sized penis.
Theresa May doesn't need to do the sugar tax now because this is going to help everybody's waistline.
No,
so
these
maybe
are sacred.
Toblerone's
This is part of this lies of mendacity. They're going at our chocolates and ruining it. And at Christmas, last year at Christmas, I was just trying to binge peacefully on my roses, and I kept getting shit bombed with coffee ones because they were wrapped in green.
Sorry, shit bombed with coffee ones because they're wrapped in green. What does that even mean? You can't begin to...
The coffee ones come in brown wrapper. We all agreed? That's what they come.
Yeah.
They come in brown wrapper.
Preach, sister.
They come in brown wrappers. I'm so angry, I'm not even finishing words.
That will happen.
And then it's Christmas, and then you go, green one, tasty, nice. You know what you're dealing with a green, and you just stuck them all in.
Sorry, you're not even... How many are you throwing in there before you even register
Good old
taste?
bunch, and I think green, it's safe. It's going to be like those triangle ones.
Green for go.
Yeah, green.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, you sort of think, if they're starting now at Toblerone, where does it end? Do you know what I mean? Curly whirlies? Are they just going to be whirlies? Do you know what I mean? After 8s, after 4s, if they're just going to keep cutting it.
Do you think it's Brexit, Rob?
I don't know what it is, but what does frustrate me a little bit...
It's not Brexit, though, don't they?
No.
Because they're only doing it in the UK,
Yeah,
though,
they're
aren't
only
they?
doing it in the UK.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if it is Brexit, judging by the anger here, the Remain campaign, basically, they didn't need to bother with any of the sort of Project Fear stuff. They could basically have just gone, we're going to make chocolate smaller. And we would have stayed in Europe like that.
Why, who cares? Chocolate, who cares, man?
It starts with the small things. We don't care about chocolate, don't care about Marmite. Next thing, Trump's in.
Well, let's have a look and see whether Toblerone getting smaller is up there. Genuinely, when we polled it, the second most talked about thing. Roisin, I don't even want to ask because I'm very fond of you. Could you eat a little bit less chocolate on the show? You know, because you're on telly and you've had half a Toblerone now. You've just eaten half a Toblerone, so I don't want to be a dick.
You can't... You've got to chew it.
Sorry.
Eat as much as you want, but just please chew it.
If you are going to defend your decision to eat half a Toblerone, have swallowed it before you start defending. Or you can't just put half a Toblerone from me.
When she can't speak, her eyes get bigger.
No, but she's doing the Trump face when she speaks.
That's like my drug. It's like catnip, but like Roisin nip. No, I forget that.
So those were the most popular talking points, but in other news, Honey G continues to steal the show on The X Factor. Honey G has been accused of being a joke act, but that's what they said about Chico and Jedward. And look at where they are now. Missing, presumed dead. And Tesco Bank was hit by online fraud. I think they'll catch whoever did it when they try and pay for their weekly shop with 1 billion club card points. So at the end of that round, Rob, Roisin and Cathy have 1 point. Aisling, Joey and Nish have 2 points.
Aye.
So our next round is Pick of the Polls. Aisling, Joey, Nish, what do you like the look of?
I'd like the man in the mirror, please, Jimmy.
OK. So most people would rather be more attractive than more intelligent. True or false?
What's the point of being intelligent? I'm not, and I've done all right.
What? No, it's just... So false.
Well, you have to pick and choose, innit?
So would you rather be better looking or more intelligent?
Better looking. What's the point of being intelligent?
If he does become intelligent, his career's over.
What about you? Because you've got a watch, but you famously can't tell the time. Is that just like as a showpiece watch, or what's the vibe?
Well, I mean, watches are more for fashion, aren't they, really?
Of
Not
course
really for
they are,
Yeah, tell me about it, brother.
Yeah, but
I think, Joey, actually, you're really clever, and it's all part of a sort of clever act.
I am. I'm really clever. I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do well with school. I didn't do well with school academically. I'm not gonna lie. I got
Not
D's.
very
Yes.
smart.
No, but I generally am. I am generally really clever. People don't know that, and that's why they always make laughing. They're taking me very serious.
I believe you. I believe you.
I'm
What's
very
your
clever.
cleverest? Like, what do you think is your cleverest moment, or what's the?
Just being an absolute G.
Yeah.
Just being a legend, that's what I'm good at.
Everyone else out there doing this, brushing their teeth,
So, I mean,
like
different,
an idiot.
very unique.
This guy.
No, Jimmy, it's like that.
Very unique people, you know?
Oh, it's just me.
Rob just pulls up at a car wash. They think he's out to wash the car.
Get the roof off.
The truth is, you know, the noble thing to say, and everyone wants to look good and go, I want to be more intelligent, that's a much better thing. But I think the truth, deep down, you know, you can't Instagram them brains.
I've never been sent a brain pic.
Yeah, never sent you a brain pic, have they? Like, word of the day.
Rob, what do you think will get you further in life, being good-looking or being intelligent?
I'll take either.
Play that, you absolute chancer.
I think, you know, it might be boring being too attractive.
No, it's boring being too clever. Because you know everything. What's the point of
no, but
life?
I'm just
You
saying
don't
it's
learn anything.
But
Space travel!
Yeah, but I ain't going to go to space. Joking.
If you could design your own rocket, imagine that there's people out there who get out of bed and think, design a rocket, I reckon.
Yeah, and also...
Cure for cancer. I think I'll cure cancer today.
Yeah.
Breakfast first, I'm not an animal. Don't
I think different things, like, when you say be more attractive, but different things make people attractive, innit? Like, I remember what I found so attractive about my wife before, when we first started getting together, well, her parents were mortgage-free. So in a way, it sort of depends what your cup of tea is of attractiveness.
Cathy, would you go for looks, would you go for intelligence if you were looking for a partner?
Bookish but handsome.
What's a bookish? I've never heard the word bookish.
Someone who looks
Have you, audience? Okay. I heard a few no's.
It's someone who looks like they read a lot of books, so they might go around carrying a book, maybe a pair of glasses.
Come on, I know you're joking about.
No, genuinely.
Are you serious?
Bookish is someone who likes books.
Oh, my days.
He's got a book. He's a published author.
I've got a book. Do you want my book?
Did someone ghostwrite it, or did you write it
Yes,
yourself?
obviously I didn't write it myself. Come on, be serious.
So what do you think, actually? Would you rather be better looking or would you rather be more intelligent? What do you think?
Oh, intelligent, because then I would trick people into bed with my keen knowledge of geography.
See what I mean? Though? That's just not good intelligency.
Oh, Joey. Good intelligence.
Trying to get people into bed by being intelligent. Come on, man.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
But do you always go for, like, a woman based on her looks? Do you always just look at one and go bang tight, or, like, do you actually go for personality?
No, I go for personality.
Exactly, and personality is a sign
Obviously,
of intelligence.
looks a bonus, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah.
You're going for intelligence in the women in your life?
Yeah, because then they can help me out. I'd love to be clever, don't get me wrong. If I had a clever brain, I was born clever. Don't get me wrong, that's
Do you know
sick.
what? It feels like we're in the Wizard of Oz now.
Does it? Has he got a brain? Is he clever?
The Wizard of Oz.
I didn't sit there and study this childhood film and go, yeah, OK, so he ain't got a brain, and he likes bricks. Do you know what I mean?
Joey, I don't think you were giving this film your full attention.
OK, so let's get some answers on this. So most people would rather be more attractive than more intelligent. What do you think, Aisling?
I'm going to go with, call me crazy, the opposite of what Joey said, and say false. People would rather people be more intelligent.
OK, what do you think, Rob?
We think true.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you the answer is false. Only 35% of people would rather be more attractive than more intelligent.
All right.
Yes, no, you're right.
Some people find intelligence really attractive, and we call those people ugly. OK, Rob's team, what do you like the look of?
Let's have a bit of Robbie Williams.
Robbie was in the news this week because he reportedly enlisted a healer to drive an evil spirit out of his new home. So we asked our studio audience, do you believe in ghosts?
Robbie does.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's really weird.
Yeah, but he's changed his tune a bit, hasn't he? Get rid of ghosts. Millions on angels, didn't he?
So what do you think? Do you think people believe in ghosts? I mean, Joey does, because he wrote a book for him, but...
I actually do. I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits.
Well, like Jaeger.
What's Jaeger?
So do you genuinely believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, man. I believe in spirits.
What's the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
Well, I don't believe in Caspar, but I believe in... I believe in, like, there might be a spirit around me now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
this is a sign of protection.
I think it's a sign you've been to Argos.
But you're superstitious. I'm a bit superstitious. I have to take a special pen into the studio every night, and it's not this one.
You have to take a special pen in.
I'm a little bit OCD, so it's kind of... my safety blanket, but I forgot it tonight.
I have that. I feel that. There's something more than what we
can't
realise,
say that.
Jimmy. There's something out there, guys. There's like my friend Henry VIII here always says, if there weren't ghosts, why would there be ghost tours?
Roisin, do you believe in ghost spirits, anything like that?
No, but I did once, you know, not believe in ghosts, but I've done that stuff as a teenager when you sort of go like, oh, if you could hear me, you know, like sort of little
A bit of Ouija
seances.
board sort of
Yeah,
thing.
not sort of Ouija board. We didn't have enough money for that. Just Scrabble.
Scrabble with the lights out.
Yeah.
Why do ghosts always just turn up in, like, creepy old buildings and castles? They're never, like, in Matalan or on the... I wouldn't want to be a ghost. It looks like you'd be late nights and you're cold, aren't you?
I'm actually a ghost, and I'm finding this really offensive.
Yeah, we've got a poltergeist. What's it doing? Eating all the chocolate. I thought we had a poltergeist in our house. We first moved house, and stuff kept on moving, but it worked out as my mother-in-law come around poking her nose in when we were out. Keeps moving lamps. You've got your own house. Move the lamps in your house. It can't go on.
That's just grand design.
OK, we asked our studio audience, do you believe in ghosts? What do you think, yes or no?
Nah.
No, I don't think they do they?
OK, so what do you think? Do you think people believe in ghosts? Do you think
Yeah,
Yes.
I definitely
You're
think
saying yes, you're
Without
saying
a doubt.
no.
No,
Yes.
no.
OK. Well, I can tell you the answer is no. Only 38% of our studio audience believe in ghosts. Are ghosts real? Well, on the one hand, you've got scientists like Richard Dawkins and Stephen Hawking saying no. On the other hand, you've got Derek Okora and Mystic Meg. I don't know who to believe. So at the end of that round, it's 2 points for Robstein, 3 points for Aisling's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Best way to compliment a man. What do you think?
That's flaccid.
I think the best way to compliment a man is the same way as you're going to give him bad news. You've got to sort of bamboozle him a bit, so just be unbuttoning. Whatever you're about to say,
Oh,
just be
that's great,
unbuttoning.
yeah.
Like a Russian doll.
Like a Russian doll.
Just one after the other.
Honestly, absolute game changer.
That definitely does not work the other way round. Like, there's no way you can compliment a woman being like, hey, I quite like the look of your face. What are you doing?
So, Cathy,
Yes.
what's the best compliment you've ever given a man?
Well, I suppose if you tell a man he's really funny, they always like that, don't they?
Tell him he's funny is number 3 on the list.
Is it?
Yeah, it was like things that guys like to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm nearly there then.
Kathy, do you ever do anything kind of like, news just in, you're about to get banged?
The worst compliment I ever had was I got complimented for having a nice eye. Singular. And then I went, oh, do you mean eyes? And he went, no.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and
Which one?
I mean, I literally,
Let's have a look.
I'm not into that much self-abuse. I didn't go, which one do you like, man? Tell me I made the other one nice.
OK, best way to compliment a man.
It's weird, though, with compliments, because some things are compliments in some cultures and some aren't. So, like, burping can be rude, but in some countries it's like a sign of a good meal. In Thailand, showing you the soles of your feet is offensive, but firing ping-pong balls at your fanny is fine. And if anything, showing your feet would probably help firing them.
Do you know what? I've really got your meaning here already. Oh, no, I'm just trying to do that!
Is it just to roll over and go to sleep?
No, the opposite of that.
You're the
That
best.
was the best I've ever had.
We'll give it to you. The best way to compliment a man is to tell him he's good in bed.
Ugh.
Yes, the best way to compliment a man is to tell him he's good in bed. When it comes to sex, I pride myself on making sure any woman I'm with has the most satisfying and fulfilling 7 seconds of her life. Oh, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Rob, Roisin and Cathy have 2 points. Aisling, Joey and Nish have won with 4 points. Yay! Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night. Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr, and I'm announcing a new tour. It's called Jimmy Carr Laughs Funny, because, you know, I do. I go to jimmycarr.com for dates and tickets, and then, you know, I guess buy a ticket and come and see the tour. I laugh funny, so can you. Come and see me.